Hello, it's me, Silver the Wack. I am here. I am back. I have returned. And I found out that the problem with this was that it wasn't charged. As you can see, the light is quite powerful. Even with the little light, it was enough for me to see what I was doing. And now it's possible to show that this color is purple. Maybe? Is it not? No? Yeah? Yeah, it's purple. Okay, it's purple. This here that I'm doing is going to be a travel mug holder. See? Yeah, I still will have a long way to go. I'm planning on doing it until here and then having like a strap. I did kind of want to have something to cover it, but my travel mug is very awkward because of this handle, and I don't feel like getting another one since this one is perfectly good. But what I could do was do it until here as planned, and then do like a lid and then connect it on the side. Yeah, I'll see how I'll do it. I just want to have a strap. And that's the easiest part of this. I'm still doing the other project. This one is just the one that I am doing without having to keep tabs. Like the other one, I have to keep a tally. I keep tallies in a very strange way. Like instead of doing 4 and then 5 across, now I do 5 and then cross it. Maybe it's not that weird. Maybe I just think it's weird because I know that usually it's not like that. But yeah, so I'm still finishing up my coffee, and it's Friday. Oh gosh. No, please. Oh, it was okay. It only turns off when you open the browser. See, this is a lot more casual. Now I just have to keep going up. I don't know how many rows I need because I'll be doing the Goldilocks test, since the idea is to use it with that particular travel mug, so I may do it like that high because most travel mugs are that big, and then the lid situation will be removable. I'm already thinking that I might add some form of attaching it without it being sewing, you know. Yeah, my mom was like trying to teach me to crochet like this, and I will admit that for smaller hooks, this way is a lot more comfortable to work. But for bigger ones, it really is not for me personally. Anyway, yeah, ow, yeah, it's not. It's better to hold it like a butter knife, as I heard the the person I learned the basics from say. I remember when I was still using tuk tuk that there was this user that often popped on my feed who would talk about things while I don't know, knitting or crocheting. I don't even know what they were doing, but I think that's a good way to stay focused and speak when you have something important to say instead of the disgusting thing that some people over there do, which is talk about important things or whatever while eating with their mouths open. I immediately skip the video if I see that, because what the hell is wrong with you? Like, if someone is drinking something, then I'm like, okay, fine, that's acceptable, because you're just drinking something. Although I don't really understand why you would turn on a camera with a script, like not what I do, which is random vlogs, unscripted. But they turn on the camera purposefully eating with their mouths open and being disgusting, and normally the people who do that are people with the most nasty and stupid opinions. Like, I normally don't give my opinions online because the internet is the piss on the poor place. Even in real life, I sometimes avoid giving my opinion because I hate misunderstandings. They trigger me. And online it's like, yeah, I understand when I say that and someone jokes that they didn't understand what I said and pretend to be mad. I'm like, yeah, bitch, I know what you're doing, shut up. But yeah, I gave now I have stitch markers. They were wildly cheap and I was like, okay, fine, you win. Yeah, see, it's taking shape. It looks like an ashtray at the moment. I am not sure if I want to keep doing single crochet all the way around. Like, it'll look boring if I do. I'll drop it for a second. This is my other project. Oh, now you can see it clearly. Yeah, it's a little bag, a little brown bag. I didn't follow any tutorials for this. It was just, it's very easy, you know, it's clearly very easy. It's just single crochet on this part, 2 lines of half double, and 2 lines of double, and then a drawstring, which is just a chain that I fed through the holes, and tada, I'm back. I'm planning on making another one of these and doing like face scrubbies and a skincare headband and also skincare wristlets. But I reckon I have to do that with cotton. And the only cotton that I have is white. I mean, the bag can be any material. But the other things, I reckon that they have to be cotton. I'm not sure, I'll have to look it up. And I can't do that now because then it will turn on the recording. Turn off. I'm just gonna finish up my coffee and turn off the recording myself. But yeah, now I have plenty of those little skeins, and I have 3 in the same color, which means that I can make something cool, or rather nice, that will probably sell. If I price it nicely and make it nicely as well. Obviously. Oh goody. Wait. Sorry. It's cold, but it's fine. Oh, I remember I said I was going to turn this off, but yeah, I feel like chatting. Sorry. I remember the first time I went to Starbucks just to try it out, and I must admit that I quite like it. It's just very expensive, and I'm not rich, so it's not for me in that respect. But I remember that I wanted. I didn't know what I wanted. Fuck. So I looked at the menu and I was like, oh, caramel macchiato. Sounds interesting. And like my Italian friend says, Starbucks is good for like coffee-based desserts. So I was like, okay, let's have this. The problem was that I didn't realize that it was the cold version, and it was the winter, so I got served a massive cup of some ice beverage. I mean, it was good, but it was cold, and I was like, oh gosh, I'm so dumb. Because it said there that it was cold, but I didn't read that. Yeah. I don't mind cold coffee though. It's fine. I just didn't expect that one to be cold. I still drank it, obviously. But it's like when I gosh darn it, it's getting along again. Should I flip this around and hide the seam and do it and keep this side as the outside? Yeah, probably. But I'll keep working like this because it's easier. Yeah, my meds have not quite hit yet. I'm sorry about being all over the place. Yeah. Coffee. What was I saying? Forgot. Forgot. Yeah. So I'll be making the self-care kit thing and try to sell it, and I'll try to finish the other thing which is inside the bag. Yeah. But I was talking about coffee. What the hell was I saying about coffee? When I watch this, I'll be like, oh gosh, you goddamn idiot. Yeah, but I'll also be looking at patterns and see if there's something that I can do to make this a little more interesting. Yeah. Yeah. My Italian homie really says that Starbucks doesn't serve coffee; it serves coffee-based desserts, and that's what I was going to say. The first time that I had coffee without sugar in it was actually at an airport, and it was because I I forgot I had not slept. So I didn't pick up the sugar, which is something that you have to do, obviously, right? Or you ask if they don't have the little self-service section. But I got that coffee and it didn't have sugar, and I was like, why the hell does this not have sugar? And I was like, ugh. But then I was like, actually, yeah. So that's the story of how I stopped adding sugar to my coffee. Because I realized that coffee tasted much better to me if it wasn't sweetened, and that the reason why I didn't like coffee before was because of the sugar that I thought you had to put in it for some goddamn reason, like maybe because I saw everyone doing that. But yeah, you really don't. That's why the self-service station exists. Like, they don't put the sugar inside your coffee. And at Starbucks and other places with those coffee-based dessert drinks, they have the self-service station, and like, for example, with caramel macchiato and other things with caramel or chocolate or something, like, I don't even understand how people add even more sugar to that. Like, like for example, I like caramel macchiato because I like caramel, right? And I also like uh, the the other one, the one with chocolate. What the hell is it called? I don't remember what it's called. It's fine. The one with chocolate. Uh, and I don't add any sugar to that, and I like that sweetness, the little sweetness that comes with the caramel and the chocolate, depending on which one it is. And I don't feel the need or the any reason to add more sweetness to it. Like, I think it's excessive, but that's obviously my opinion. Like, some people enjoy extremely sweet things, and for example, in Portugal, it's already getting long because I like to ramble, and these are vlogs anyway, and only my friend is watching them. Hi, homie. In Portugal, there are sweets like desserts and treats that originate from convents and stuff, monasteries, that kind of place with nuns and friars and yeah, that kind of people. So there's this tradition. I'm not sure exactly how or when it started. I never really looked into it, but these places are famous for their desserts and pastries and sweets that they would sell to the people, and they are made with tons, and I mean tons, of eggs, mostly egg yolks. And sugar. And some of it is lumpy with sugar, like egg yolk lumpy with sugar. It's cloying. Like, if you, for example, there's a place where you can eat something that translated literally means soft egg. But it's not an egg, it's egg yolks mixed with sugar inside something that is kind of like the holy wafer. It's obviously not the holy wafer, but it's the same thing, basically. It's the same thing. It's basically the same ingredients, and that's probably the reason why they started making that. It's basically the same thing they use for the holy wafer, filled with a paste of egg yolk mixed with sugar, and it's very cloying. I mean, I can eat one because they are this big. They normally are this big, so it's fine. If you eat just the one, you'll be set, unless you like a sweet tooth and you want, maybe I want more. Some people are like that, and it's fine. It's completely fine. Oh shoot, what the hell am I doing? Oh gosh. um, Lots of those convent desserts in Portugal are made with egg yolk mixed with sugar. I have no idea why, but that's the way it is. I remember one time I was walking around kind of as a tourist myself, and an actual tourist, someone who didn't speak the language, approached me, which is a common occurrence for some reason. Like, people approach me to ask for things. For information mostly, and sometimes I can give it to them, sometimes I can't, especially when it comes to directions. Like, when it comes to directions, I'm one of those people that just says, please come with me, I'll take you there, because I can't explain to you how to get there even though I know where it is. I'm one of those people. I've actually met some really nice people that way. And they praised the hospitality of the locals and the people. But I remember this particular case when someone approached me and asked what were the traditional treats of the city we were in, and I knew some of them, so I started enumerating them. And then this person goes like, oh, and what are the ingredients? And I was like, egg. Egg. Just a bunch of egg. And they were like, oh, then I can't have it. And I was like, oh, are you a vegan? And they were like, oh no, I'm just allergic to egg. And I was like, oh man, well then, good luck. Good luck trying to find something to eat that is traditional in this place that doesn't have egg. There are a couple things that don't really have egg, but it was pretty funny that I just said egg, and they were like, oh, I can't have egg. Well, and I was like, well, then good luck finding things without egg. And then we laughed. Yeah. But they wanted to go somewhere in particular, and it was this famous place that sold, a bunch of egg desserts and snacks and treats. But there's also other things, so yeah, I hope that the person there was able to give them something without egg. Yeah, this is almost 30 minutes already. It's gonna be 30 minutes, yeah. 30 minutes of me chatting randomly. I hope you well, homie, and anyone else watching this. For whatever reason, this has been me rambling randomly about everything and nothing. And yeah, I'll be back. And that's a threat. Bye bye.